I am Hamster Dad. And it just so happens I have a helper named Holly, who in real life is my daughter. I'm not just a dad to a hamster, but also a human. Helper Holly, little helper Holly. And what's funny is this is part of our weekly routine. She helps me every week. So once a week, it's time to basically redo the hamster's cage. Now for me, I have a male Syrian hamster. Yes, I understand it's a 20-gallon tank, and people in Austria want me to switch to a 40. I'm not going to do it, just like George, the original George was not going to do it, right? Because I know that my hamster is happy as long as I switch around his tank once a week. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do that. He's a very happy hamster. We play with him every night, and then it's just a matter of it's almost like reset, recalibrated every time we change around his tank. So let's get to it. So here's what I do. You can see how it all works. I get on my yellow glove here, and the concept here is, wrong hand. The concept here is I'm not trying to clean out everything, because he likes to have his scent in there. Only once a month will I clean out all of the shavings in there. So what I'm going to do right today is ultimately just clean out what he needs to get out, but I do switch out his shelter every day. So I know he's going to wake up here in a minute. Holly, why don't you go ahead and grab his new home for this week and show the camera. What we've got right now is some kind of box we get from Amazon. Why don't you go ahead and show the egg carton. We save recyclable egg cartons, and why don't you go ahead and bring that over here, baby. Yeah, so what we do, and Holly got this started for us, but we have an egg crate here, and in here we've got some yogurt drops and some pistachios. He loves pistachios, and what we do is we put this as his new home, and then he likes to try to find that, and he adopts this as his new home. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that down, let you finish that. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and take off the lid. So this is a Simply Fit board featured on Shark Tank a couple years ago. Serves as a great lid, and then here's the lid that I got there. Okay, so what I typically do, again, so this is not my monthly cleaning where I'm taking out all the shavings, just my weekly. So what I'm gonna do is, first thing actually, so as far as the sand box goes, he like a cat, my hamster, his name's Alpha, obviously we learned over time, this is not good for hamsters, right? Because they basically are blind, they're just gonna run into walls. So we use this just the same as if you were a cat, a litter box, which I change once a month, because obviously I smell it now, but here's what I do. I just, with my glove, I mix in all of the pee and poop in there and bring the fresh sand to the surface, because that's pretty deep, and he likes to go in there and use the bathroom. And since we've started doing this litter box, thank you baby, since we started doing this litter box, he doesn't actually use the bathroom and the chips anymore, the shavings. He just goes in there. So once a month I definitely once a week I stir it up. Once a month, when I do all the shavings, that's when I dump out the sand and put new sand. It's been about 2 weeks since I've done that. But if I start smelling it, then I'll do it either way. All right, so there's that. Now, as far as, of course, me talking, he's woken up now. So this little box has been his home, which he does poop some in his home, but I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. So I've now taken his home away. He's starting to scurry like, oh man, what happened to my home? Let's see. I'm gonna leave this in here. This is just another box that sometimes he likes to have an extra place just to kind of hang out. But as far as a home goes, let me see. I'm just looking for poop. Okay, so I don't see anything bad in there. So what we're gonna do, Holly, you can go ahead and hand me his new home. Go ahead and hand that to me. His egg carton that you created. So again, we got pistachios and some yogurt melts in there. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go ahead and, he's looking for something. Hey man. So we're actually going to put this in here like this if it fits. And that's gonna become his new home. Well, since he's awake, let's just go ahead and take a look at him real quick. So yeah, he normally would be asleep right now, but he's awake for this now that we're taking his home away, and he always kind of freaks out about it because that's his home. That's what he did for a week as far as his food and all that stuff goes. But what's funny is is if I don't change his house out once a week, then he gets anxious. And I think that's where a lot of people say, oh, you have to have a bigger tank. For my hamster, being a male Syrian, I've learned that as long as I switch out his living quarters once a week, it gives him purpose. It keeps him from having an existential crisis. And he is happy because it gives him a purpose. So I'm going to go ahead and put him back in. And we're going to let him get familiar with his home for this week, which is going to be an egg carton. Okay, let's see what else we want to do. Okay, so Holly, what else? You said you wanted to put some blocks in there. Why don't you get some of those wooden... So I've got little toys that I'll switch out to. For him... Okay, Holly, why don't you stand right over here, and you can, if you want to try to put those in yourself. So you can just put them in the tank. Alright, so here we go. Get some food in here. Hey, Holly picked this out. It's a whale on there. Alright, so I'm putting that food in there for him. Alright, look what he's doing. He smells the pistachios and the yogurt. And he's already going in there. Yeah, he opened it. What's funny though is he likes to hollow out the bottom and then sleep underneath it with the, you know, a couple of inches of shavings that I got there. So there he is. He's already at work there. So something else we do, and Holly's bringing to our attention, something I do when I get him out at night is I have a shoebox that I have shavings and some treats in, toys, just to kind of give him a different environment, kind of like a playground every day when we get them out, because I'll hand hold them for a while and then I'll put them in there for a little bit. So I've put some new food in for the day. We've given him a new home with some new treats. The pistachios are not a daily thing for him, neither are the yogurt melts, so that'll make things interesting. So actually, really, after I finish the video, I might spot clean again, just looking for extra poop in there, just to kind of freshen up. Actually, let's see, he's already making himself at home. Yeah, he's got a big strawberry yogurt melt in his mouth. So yeah, I mean, I might spot clean here in a minute, just to get extra turds out, to freshen things up. Daddy said turds. But I will show you too, just kind of what we've got in here for him. He likes to have, he's got that full of shavings. Just a tube to go through here. He likes to go through this plastic one. We've got a little wooden bridge in here. We've got his wheel over here. So for him, it's not like he's wanting to just run laps. What he likes to do, he likes the junkyard experience. He really does. Let me see if I can get him out again. Hey man. Oh, there he is. He's under it. Now, let me get you again. That's hilarious. In the corner of the cage, he had got the yogurt melts, and he put them, and he stuffed them in his mouth, and then he just spit them out in the corner. That's where he likes to hoard his stuff. And so that's what he did just now. What do you got there, Holly? Why don't you show the camera?
I got
Here, show the camera what.
And I got that.
Okay, so yeah, she's collected some wooden chew toys. Here's what I'm gonna let you do. Why don't you grab 2 or 3 of those and just toss them in the tank right now? Because I'm holding him so it won't hurt him. Can you reach that and toss them in? And then that way he can find them and chew on those. He's not particularly crazy about those things, but he does like to chew on them every once in a while. So when I get him out every day, it's usually after bath time for the kids, and I'll go ahead and get him out and play, you know, just let him crawl around my hands a little bit, put him in the shoebox a little bit. And then usually Holly wants to hold him. Holly, do you want to go ahead and hold him? And we'll show. There you go. So here's how I'll let her hold him, like that. And I'll put my hands underneath. And then he'll naturally crawl to mine just because my hands are bigger. But Holly, you like to hold him, don't you? And what do we call him?
Alpha and Sniffer.
Alpha and Sniffer. So his given name is Alpha. But he's got a nickname of Mr. Sniffer. My son.
Snap.
Yeah, because he's always sniffing, isn't he? You've been a really good helper for this video, Holly. I think we're about done. We've changed his food. We've changed his home.
I still had another tattoo.
Oh, why don't you go ahead and show that? What kind of tattoo is it?
Horse.
Oh, horse. Or unicorn, actually. Why don't you do it like that? Unicorn. All right. Well, there you go. You've been a great helper. And we'll go ahead and let him get to work. Bye-bye, Alpha Hamster. Love you.
Love you. There's a thing.
Your comments belong right here.
Daddy, you are talking to yourself.